Hello everyone and welcome back. Let's get started with that so that we can wind up fast so that you can go out and celebrate the share. Okay? Let's start. Okay, so here we have our very first question. In each of the questions given below, a sentence is given with one blank. Below each sentence, 4 words are given, out of which 2 can fit this sentence. 5 options are given with various combination of these words. You have to choose the combination with the correct set of words which can fit in the given sentence. Okay, so 2 out of 5 can fit. You have to find out which are the 5, and this is the very question that a lot of you had a problem with. Okay, so let's look at the question. Like the Supreme Court of United States, making this process work by circulation and without oral hearing needs to be. Okay, now if we just remove the ly, needs to be, there must be some other word over here, needs to be, okay, so what can we fit in over here? Can we fit steadily? Can we just, let's look at the options. It cannot be okay. No idea. Okay, so let's just look at it. Okay, so we are talking about like the Supreme Court of United States. This is the example that is given over here. Like the Supreme Court of the United States, making this process work by circulation and without oral hearing needs to be something that needs to be done. Okay, okay, so let's take it as done. Okay, now needs to be steadily done, needs to be fully done, needs to be strongly done, or needs to be actively done. We are talking about something that is definite, right? We are talking about something that means powerful and definitely. Okay, so which ones are the most appropriate? If I fill over here, if I just write done over here, now tell me which are the 2 options that will suit the blank over here. Will it be fully done? Will it be steadily done? Steady is, we are not talking about, it is not something that means definitely. Okay, so we are looking at something that needs to be certainly done, right? Certainly. Okay, needs to be certain. Okay, so needs to be fully done. Yes, needs to be fully done. Needs to be strongly done. We are not talking about strength again. We are talking about, okay, sorry, needs to be completely done. Okay, certain, complete. Okay, these are the words that we are looking for. So strongly, yes. Actively, no. We are not talking about it, whether it has to be actively done or not actively done, whether it has to be steadily done. It has to be fully, which talks about, and strongly. Both of these terms talk about power. Okay, power and things being definite. So that is the right answers. Okay, so the right combination will be B and C. That is option number 3. All right. Okay, those of you who could not understand the meaning, the example given is like the Supreme Court of United States, making this process. We are talking about some process that was there in the Court of United States, and we are talking about the same process, making the process, this process work by circulation and without oral hearing needs to be something that needs to be implemented. Okay, needs to be certainly implemented, or needs to be fully implemented, needs to be strongly implemented. Okay, strongly done. Okay, I'm just giving you an example. Done is not the word, guys. Please do not take me, I'm just giving you a word which can be the possibility. Implemented is a better word if not done. Strongly implemented or fully implemented, something like that. Okay, so that is the right answer. Let's just skip this one till we have the right answer for this. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Okay, the immediate trigger for the press conference was the dash arbitrariness of the Chief Justice of India in allocating benches for disposal of cases. Okay, so the immediate trigger, what is the meaning of trigger? Trigger is something that starts or something. Okay, so the immediate trigger for the press conference was dash the arbitrariness of the Chief Justice. I have already discussed the word arbitrary and arbitrariness. Can you please someone tell me what will be the meaning of arbitrariness? Okay, till then we are trying to understand the meaning of the statement. The immediate trigger for the press conference, the immediate start of the press conference was the dash of arbitrariness of the Chief Justice of India in allocating benches for disposal of cases. Okay, so he was, what triggered the press conference? Was it noticeable arbitrariness? Was it clear arbitrariness? Was it apparent, glaring, apparent? Which one? Okay, how are you guys giving me answers just like that in thin air? You're just saying B and D. How did you come to that conclusion? Why will it be B and D? First tell me what is the meaning of arbitrariness. Then we will talk about it. Randomness. Yes, arbitrariness means randomness of something. Okay, so something that was we are talking about an arbitrariness which was very evident. Okay, so we are talking about an evident arbitrariness. Okay, so evident, we are looking for word evident. Okay, something that was very evident. So what are the words that we have? Noticeable? No. Something that is noticeable, there are parts that are not noticeable as well. So it will not be something that is very clear. Yes, something that is very clear and something that is very apparent. Okay, not glaring. Glaring is again not suitable for the context, so it will be B and D. Clear and apparent. Quite evident, quite clear, yes, to his own. Okay. At his own wish, not following rules. Yes, you got it right. Generally, that's enough. I think you have given a lot of authoritativeness. Okay, a lot of words I can see flowing in the comment section. Not following the rules. Eliminated using options. Okay, that is also fine. If you have eliminated using options, anyway that suits you. Okay, and you're getting the answers right, works for me. All right, moving on to the next one. The fear of politicization is dash being based on a naive. What is the meaning of naive? A view that overt parliamentary law is the sole method of interference with the judiciary. Okay, now the fear of politicization is, what is politicization? The fear of politicization is, what is the fear? The fear of politicization is dash being used on a naive view. What is naive? Very silly. Okay, something that is very silly or something that is very niche. Okay, view that overt parliamentary law is the sole method of interference with the judiciary. That parliamentary laws are the sole method of, okay, so this is a very naive view. So the fear of politicization is what? Is misdirected and misconducted, Okay, because it is both are talking about it being having the wrong notion. Okay, having the wrong notion. Okay, so both misdirected and misconducted will be the right answer, A and D. Yes. Okay, so the right answer is option A and option D. Abused and harmed doesn't make any sense actually. Yes, it does not make sense. Also both, it's very convenient, misdirected and misconducted. Both are with miss, so you understand both are talking about going in the wrong direction or going in the wrong conduct. Alright, so moving on to the next one. The insight available from successive studies point to progress being made in raw enrollment of children in schools, but, so there's a contradiction over here, but miserable dash in achieving learning outcomes. Okay, so it is achieving great progress in being in the raw enrollment of children, but there is miserable what? Miserable, something that we are looking for, words that really that point downwards, because here we are talking about progress, which is upwards. So here we are looking at words, since we have the contradictory word but, so we are looking at downward. So B is one and D is another. So B and D is the right answer, because both point out at the downward descent of something. Okay, downfall, failure, all these are, yes, both are the right answer. Moving on to the next question, guys. Jai Murli, right. Okay. There needs to be a distinction made between subsidizing religious tours with public funds and dash the same without financial applications. Okay, what is the meaning of subsidizing? It means, over here what does it mean is what I'm asking you. Support financially. Okay, so there needs to be a distinction made between subsidizing religious tours with public funds and dash the same without financial applications. Okay, so what are we talking about? There needs to be a clear distinction between two things, between in aiding and facilitating. Okay, which means to assist the progress of something. Okay, so we are asking about a clear distinction between aiding, there needs to be a clear distinction made between subsidizing religious tours with public funds and aiding or facilitating the same without financial application. Okay, so these are the two things that are required. Okay, so aiding and facilitating will be the right answer. Okay. Okay, why not promoting? Because promoting is moving to the next level. Okay, it is not assisting in the progress. Okay, we are talking about something that helps in the same without financial application. Okay, so that's why not promote also have the same meaning. No guys, aiding and promoting is not the same thing. Promoting, you're looking at it as marketing sort of promotion. Promoting is just going a step further. Okay, it's not as facilitating or aiding. Okay, if I promote your product, that means I am I'm marketing your product. Okay, if I aid your product, that means I'm helping with your product. If I facilitate your product, again I'm helping with your product. Promoting is not helping. Okay, Promoting and all these two words are not similar. Getting the difference, ma'am? Getting the difference. Okay, you got the difference. All right. That's why it should be C and D and not B, that is promoting. Okay, so the answer will be option C and D. Moving on to the next one. Okay, now we have a different type of question. Fill in the blanks with correct words to make a logical meaning. Okay, so you have two blanks given and you have to fill it with those two blanks using the two words or the options given. The young man was dash like a dash and cast out from the family and community. Okay, now this question I have a little problem. Not a problem, I have a different solution as to the solution that is given to you guys. Okay, so let me just discuss what I think and what you think. Okay, so what I think the answer should be for this one is considered and prodigal. Okay, the answer that is given is discovered and okay, the answer that is given is, yes, discovered and pariah. This is the answer that is given. Alright, let's look at the meaning of all these words. Okay, the meaning of, you understand what is the meaning of ascetic? Someone who leaves society for religious purpose. Okay, religious purpose. He leaves or secludes the society. Okay, what is the meaning of prodigy? Genius child. Yes, prodigy is someone who's a genius. Yes, prodigy child is a someone with exceptional child, definitely. Exceptional abilities, right? So that is the meaning of prodigy. So it cannot be a prodigy. Option 2 is, this is a positive word. We do not need a positive word over here. The was behaved, again he was not behaved, that's why he was cast out. If we see cast out, that means we are talking about he being barred away from his family. Okay, sent away from his family and his family disowning him. Okay, named and tyro. What is the meaning of tyro? Tyro means someone who's a novice or someone who's new at something. So again, we are not talking about option 5. Now that leaves us to considered and prodigal and discovered and what is the word? Please make sure that you pronounce it right. It is pariah. Pariah. Okay. Now pariah means someone who's an outcast. Okay, and prodigal means wasteful. Okay, someone who's extravagant, wasteful, someone who spends lavishly. Alright, that is the meaning. Now look at option 3 and option 4. The young man was considered like a prodigal and cast out from the family and community, or discovered like a prodigal, discovered like a pariah and cast out from the family and community. Now why I have the confusion is because discovered like a is not something that is very apt. However, the second blanks fills aptly for this one. Okay, pariah is an outcast and we are talking about casting him out of the family, right? Prodigal on the other hand is just someone who spends lavishly, so he was considered wasteful or someone who's just very extravagant in his expenses. Could be cast out from the family as well, okay, but you never know. So I think the answer is option 4. Oh, pariah originated from Tamil. That is interesting now, Jayamurli. And what is the meaning of pariah in Tamil? Tamil. Inexperienced. Yes, Surya Prakash, you're right. We have to know the meaning of both the blanks, the meaning of the words, all the words, in fact, you have to know. Now, so the answer for this is discovered and pariah. I'm not very satisfied, but let's go with this till I find it otherwise, okay? So, the young man was discovered like a pariah and outcast and cast out from the family and community. Alright, moving on to the next question. Often many social writers are distinctly dash and they force their viewpoints on the readers, not allowing them to form and dash of their own. Often many social writers are distinctively what? Okay, now lot of words. Consolatory, intelligent, iconoclast, very important word, iconoclast. Didactic, and contumacious. Okay, euphemism. All these words. What do all these words mean? Okay, what is the meaning of consolatory? I think we have discussed this before. Let's just quickly go through it once again. What is the meaning of consolatory? I remember discussing this question itself. Okay, intended to pacify. Okay, that is the meaning. Someone who is a pacifier, someone who intends to pacify. Okay, intelligent is, what is the meaning of iconoclast? Iconoclast means a person who, very important, a person attacks or criticizes cherished beliefs. Very important. I keep on stressing and I cannot stress more than this, but it is very important word. Alright, someone who criticizes a certain type of institution or belief or something like that. What is the meaning of didactic? The meaning of the word is someone who intends to teach. Okay, and contumacious is stubborn. Stubbornly disobedient. Alright, so that is the meaning of all the words. Okay, the meaning of the word pacify is to calm things down. Basically, pacify, words like pacify and tranquility and calmness, all these fall in the same category. Okay, so pacify someone, like if a baby is crying, you allay the baby. Allay or pacify both means calming someone or a situation down, something. Difficult words. I know it's very difficult words. Iconoclast, however, is something that you must have heard very often. It has a ring to it as well. Iconoclast. So someone who icon, what do we have? People as icons, right? So someone who disrespects an icon is an iconoclast. Okay, so that way you can see it as a word. Now let's move on to knowing which should be the right answer. Now, looking at all the words and the meaning, often many social writers are distinctly dash and they force their viewpoints. Okay, we are talking about writers, or we are talking about writers who force their viewpoints on people, right, on the readers, allowing them to form and dash of their own, not allowing them to have an opinion of their own. Is it? Yes, not allowing them. So they force their views, or deduct their views, they deduct their views on their force their viewpoints on the readers, and not allowing them to have their own opinion. This was, if you just know the meaning of opinion. Okay, euphemism, very important word, something that we should discuss, is a mild or indirect word, expression to substitute. Okay, this word that we use, we substitute it with substituted for one considered to be too much. I'll give you an example as well with this: harsh or blunt. And what do we replace it with when referring to something unpleasant? Okay, when to something unpleasant or embarrassing. Like we can the words can be, when we talk about, we euphemize words related to sex, we euphemize words related to human body, or we also euphemize words related to death. All right. Okay, the term differently abled or enabled is a euphemism for disabled nowadays. Okay, so this is a very nice way of saying that you're not disabled, you are differently abled, or you have another gift, or you're enabled in a different way. Okay, so that is a euphemism for disabled. Okay, so we have a lot of euphemism these days. We are trying to tone down words, and we are trying to use them in a very subtle way. Okay, so this is just when we have to talk about something very embarrassing, or something that should not be spoken, or something that is very offensive. Generally, I think you are hell-bent on teaching me Tamil for some reason. Idakar, adakal. Okay. So yes, to mellow things down, we substitute it with a word that is much more something that can be used in front of people. Okay, so instead of saying, we have done that to a lot of words. Okay, I think you can find a lot of examples for that. So if you can come up with examples where euphemism for something has become something. Okay, so for example, I'm not finding anything for now. No, generally euphemism is not related to feeling good at all. Okay, it's not a positive word. It is not a positive or negative word. It is just a substitute. Okay, so synonyms of euphemism can be substitute, replace, words like this. Okay, so for example, like I just said, the term differently able is a euphemism. Differently able or enabled is a euphemism of disabled nowadays. Okay, yes, of course, generally, I'm sure, but what you are saying, euphemism and euphoria, they are two different things, okay? They are not related at all. Euphoria is a feeling of feeling good, okay? Not euphemism, okay? Okay. So now that you know the meaning of this, can we move on to the next question? Sonia, are you not there? Yes, restroom is a euphemism of bathroom or toilet. Yes. Got it, ma'am. Move on. Okay. Oh, my mistake. Okay. All right. Moving on to the next question. The writer considered this age to be dash. The writer considers this age to be dash, where people believe that maximizing pleasure should be the dash of life. Okay. Now, words. Let's go on to the words. Ubiquitous. Okay, how is it pronounced? Ubiquitous. Okay. What is the meaning of ubiquitous? It means something that not something, someone, okay, a person who attacks or criticizes appearing, basically, okay. Something that appears or is found. I'm sorry, I got confused between two meanings. Appearing or found everywhere. Okay, something that appears or is found everywhere. Okay, ubiquitous. Did you get it? Something that is present everywhere. Omnipresent, yes, is ubiquitous. Found in everywhere. Ashok, found everywhere, not found in everywhere. Okay. All right. What is the meaning of propitious? What is the meaning of propitious? Propitious means giving or indicating so it is a positive word. This word you can call it a positive word. Okay, giving or indicating a good chance of success. Okay. In that way, if you talk about physics being ubiquitous, very nice generally. I totally agree with you. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Okay, next word. Let's move on to the next word. What is sporadic? Sporadic, on the other hand, ubiquitous is something that is found everywhere. Sporadic is something that is found in patches. Okay, something that is scattered, that is not something that is irregular, something that is I don't know, patchy. Okay, so that is the meaning of sporadic. Okay, it's like spores or pores. Pores are not everywhere, they are just somewhere. Okay, so in like patches, not at all places but at some places. Okay, that is sporadic. Okay, hedonistic. Hedonistic is a person who believes That very important word, important. I think I've discussed this word also. This is the second time or third time I'm discussing this word. A person who believes that the pursuit of pleasure is the most important. I missed most. Important thing in life. So pleasure is the most important thing in life is a hedonistic belief, okay? Sporadic antonym is ubiquitous. Yes, you can say that, Shubham. Yes. Yes, the statement itself talks about hedonistics. Yes. So that is the answer. Okay. Writers consider this age to be hedonistic. That is the hedonistic, where people believe that maximizing pleasure should be the objective of life. All right. So that is the right answer. Option 4 is the right answer. I hope all of you got it. Now moving on to the next question. Can we move on to the next question, guys? The statement itself yes. Can we move on to the next question? Can we? Okay, I'm moving on to the next question. The doctors and the scientists made sure that the disease went to dash and people were free from its suffering and it would not dash. Okay, so the doctors and the scientists made sure that the disease went what? Went to occurrence? Of course not. Went to treatment? Of course not. Went to remission. Remission, what is the meaning of remission? Come on guys, remission. It is a temporary. We are talking in medical terms, okay? Temporary diminution of the severity, that means the disease, if it is severe or not, of a disease or pain. Okay, so something that goes in remission, that means something that is, yes, that mellows down or that relaxes down or comes down. Okay, so something, it is a good sign if someone goes into remission, or something goes, or a disease goes into remission, or a pain goes into remission. Okay, so the doctors and scientists made sure that the disease went to dash and people were free from its suffering and it would not. Okay, what should be the right answer for this? I think we have already got the answer. Okay, the word occurrence, you know what it means. It is not something there, so it is rejected. Okay, patients are treated and not diseases. Okay, so we are not talking about treatment over here. Then the word remission, I told you, means temporary diminution of the severity of disease of pain. Okay, that is the meaning. What is the meaning of sequestration? Sequestration, what is the meaning of sequestration? Sequestration means the action of taking legal action. Okay, So it is nothing to do with sequestration. Legal possession. Of asset. Okay, what happened to all Nirav Modi's houses were sequestrations. Okay, so the legal possession of assets, or legal possession of the action of legal possession of assets, or it can be any yes, of assets. Okay, seize, yes, that is the meaning. Now, you know what, I'm sure all of you know what is the meaning of oblivion. Oblivion means the state of being unaware of something. Okay, okay. So after looking at all the words, it is very evident that 3 is the right answer. Right, 3 is the right answer. Recur and remission. Okay, the doctor and scientists made sure that the disease went to remission and people were free from its suffering and it would not recur. Okay, that means reoccur. Okay. Akhila. Seize. Thank you, Akhila. Very nice. Okay, moving on to the next question. The editor was dash of dash as his article was so similar to the one submitted by one of his colleague. Okay, we are talking about plagiarism. This is very important word. I think all of you should know what is plagiarism because it is used in a lot of texts and books and I don't know where not. Okay, plagiarism. So what is the meaning of plagiarism? The editor was accused of, we use accused is always accompanied with, you don't even have to look at it, other options. We always use accused with of. Okay, so we have 2 options with accused. Informed of, no. Charged of. Okay, charged of also can be one of the answer. Treated of, no. So we have 3 options. Okay, now what did I say? What is the meaning of, since he has copied someone's work? Okay, so what is the meaning of the word plagiarism? The practice of someone else's, sorry. Work or idea and passing it as his own. Okay, passing them off as one's own. That is the meaning of plagiarism. Very important word again. Okay, so what is the meaning of celerity? Swiftness of movement. Okay, procrastination. I hope all of you know this word. I'm sure all of you know this word because this has to do with a lot of you. Okay, procrastinate something is to delay something or postpone something. So people keep saying do not procrastinate, do your work right then and there and finish it off. Do not delay it to another day, do not postpone it to another day. Okay, that is the meaning of procrastination. Decorum. What is the meaning of decorum? I'm sure all of you know this as well. Rules and conducts and code of conduct. Okay, so the right answer is option 2. By knowing all the meanings, it is very evident that option 2 is the right answer. Okay, that is the editor was accused of plagiarism as his article was so similar to the one substituted by one of his colleagues. Accused of is correct or not? Yes. Accused for. Yes, accused for also is correct. But depends on the statement what you're using, okay? He was... Can you frame that in a... I forgot your name again. I forgot your name. Accused for. Can you give me a statement? If that is right, then only I'll tell you. If very few cases you used accused for. It is always accused of. Accused of. Not accused for. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Now we have to find the error, guys. Come on. This is the part that you guys get good at, okay? Harjinder. Yes, Harjinder. Can you give me a statement on... Guys, how do you choose your names on... over here? Are you assigned a name or do you choose it on your own? So if your name is Harjinder, why is that name something else? It becomes very difficult for me to remember. Okay, anyways. So let's solve error spotting questions and see how well Jay Murli does in this. Okay. 23 times Grand Slam champion Serena Williams has pulled in the French Open with a pectoral injury an hour before she was set to play 5 minutes Grand Slam champion Maria Sharapova in the round of 16 on Monday. Okay, where is the error? Guys, come on. I read you a statement and you should be able to find out the error. Let's get to the error part. Okay, so there's not just one error. There is a combination of... You have to find the errorless combination. Okay, the statements that do not have error. Okay. So 20 times Grand Slam champion Serena. A does not have error. A is absolutely fine. Serena Williams has pulled in... Okay. Now, pulled in is the error. Why is pulled in the error? Has pulled out should be the correct phrase. Okay? Not pulled in, pulled out. So, except B, everything else is fine. There's only one error. So, if we have to point out A, C, D will be the right answer. Pulled out from the French Open with Maria Sharapova. Anyways, okay. Moving on to the next question. Technology major Microsoft today announced the acquisition of the world's largest decorative coding platform, GitHub, for $7.5 billion in an all-stock deal. Okay, technology major Microsoft today announced. Is there an error till here? No, no error. Absolutely fine. Okay. Now, so we have A clear. Okay. Now, the acquisition of the world's largest. B is also fine. No error. So, B is fine. Decorative coding platform. What is decorative doing here? Decorative means something that has to do with decorations. So, it should be not decorative. It should be collaborative. So, word related error we have. You see, this word looks like it just fits well with the statement, but it does not. The error is in option C, that is decorative. Okay, we always say singular like 7-year war, 2-day event, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes. Announced a 7. Yes, we do, Jayamuli. So what are we getting at? So, like I said, C has the error, so ABD is the right combination. Okay, do we have ABD? No, no, no. Any other combination should be the right answer. Okay, option 4 is the right answer. Moving on to the next question. The first ever sanctioned and legal bare knock boxing championship was held in USA, Wyoming on a Saturday after a gap of nearly 130 years. Okay, now the first ever sanctioned and legal. Okay, so A is absolutely fine, there is no error. Legal bare knock. What is the word bare means? Bare means, what does the word bare over here means? Can anyone tell me? Okay, when we say bare body, that means someone who's has nothing else apart from and no piece of cloth on him. Okay, so that is bare. Okay, so bare is means naked. Okay, so knock on the other hand is the punch. Knock down we use. Okay, but bare knock, what is the meaning of bare knock? Bare knuckle. Okay, that means we are referring to this. Okay, and these are called knuckles. Okay, that means uncovered knuckles. Okay, so it is a boxing championship without using any sort of safety equipment. So right, so it should be bare knuckles. Okay, not bare knock. Okay, so the answer, the error is in B. So the combination will be A, C and D. A, C and D, that is the third one. Alright. Moving on to the next question. Socialist activist Tamanna Hasmi has filed a complaint against Union Agriculture Minister Radha Mohan Singh for calling the ongoing farmers' protests a means to grab media attention. Okay, now tell me, where is the error over here? Yes guys, I understood MMA, UFC, very nice, pro boxing, all of it is nice, but let's come back, okay, not to wrestling and boxing. Now coming back to the question. See, this is what I was talking about when I was referring to you have to be very careful and you should have an eye for details. Okay, so that means you have to be very careful when you're reading the statement. What I made an error, I could not figure out where is the error because I read it social activist. Okay, on the other hand, if you look at the statement very closely, you will see that it is written socialist activist. Okay, which are two different things. Socialist and activist can be used, not socialist activist. It should be, or it should be social activist. Okay, so these are the type of errors that I was talking about, where you just assume that the statement is right. So the correct combination will be B, C and D. Yes, Jamali, you're right again. Moving on to the next question. The 40-year-old owner of an eatery, okay, see, I read it right again. So this one was pretty simple. Before, of course, you're supposed to use an and because it's a vowel sound. Eatery, E it starts with, so the error is in option 1. So the combinations should be B, C and D. You don't have to read the whole statement after this. Okay. on to the next question. Okay, that brings us to the end of error spotting questions. These were, some of them were very good questions. BCD again, yes, you're right, Shubham. Some of them were very good questions, some of them were not so, some of them were very easy. Okay, socialist is noun. What do you think? Socialist is noun or not? Okay, if I say I am working as a socialist or I am a socialist, what is it talking about? Is it talking about, is it a noun or is it talking about my job description or the things that I believe in? Is it describing more about me or is it just talking about me? Okay. It is talking about profession. So what should be, what it should be? Should it be noun or should it be adjective? Guys, how can you be so confused with socialist being a noun or not? Of course it is a noun. It is talking about the beliefs that I hold. It is giving another name for me. Okay, so I'm a socialist when I say I'm giving another name for myself. So yes, it is a noun. Okay. Okay. It is a noun. Okay. Now can we move on to the next question? I again forgot his name. What was his name? Harijit. Harijit. I'll have to go back in the conversation. I think I'm shutting down now. I'm shutting down. Yes. So you need, yes, Harjinder. Yes, Harjinder. Thank you guys. Thank you for reminding me. Harjinder, lot of concept practice. Okay, so try getting yourself completely thorough with all parts of speech. Okay, first step, all parts of speech. Okay, and then subject verb agreement and then error spotting. Okay, I got it, Ashok. I got it. Shivam, thank you guys. Okay, moving on to the next sort of type of questions. We have para-jumbles. Yeah. We have para-jumbles. Let's just quickly discuss para-jumbles. I'll give you the statement, you form it. Please restart. Haha. Okay. Anyways, moving on to the next question. Yes. Come on, solve this one. Very easy one. Okay, let's just try solving it without looking at the complete question. I have also not solved this, so let's just do that. Okay. Some other people. So this is definitely not the starting statement. In daily life, this looks like a starting statement. In daily life, the term personality, again the term is being introduced, so B is definitely the first one, right? On the basis of these characteristics, we are talking about certain characteristics, and there is characteristics given over here, and then it is also referred to as social characteristics. Okay, so B is talking about personality. Where is the second mention of personality? Can we see? Okay, we do have to read this statement. Okay, so in daily life, the term personality is very freely used by people with different meanings. Okay, so we will have different meanings in this following statement. Okay, what are the different meanings? Some people refer to physical appearance like height, weight, color, body build, dress, voice, etc. to be so this is the first type of people who talk about give personality a different meaning. Okay, now next thing that we need to do is, now that is option 2, that becomes the second thing. Then what do we have? This is some people. Now we have already spoken about some people. Let's speak about some other people. So A is the next one. Some other people refer to intellectual qualities like intelligence, activeness, way of speech, thinking and reasoning abilities, etc. Okay, so that is out of the way. Now okay, where is there any other sentence that is given or statement that is given that also talks about personality types, okay, that people consider? Yes, sociability, generosity, kindness. So all these also talk about the qualities or attributes people look at. So D is the next option. Okay, definitely becomes the next option. Then we have, on the basis of these characteristics, they judge people as strong or weak personalities. These characteristics, all the characteristics that we discussed in E, A and D. So C becomes the next one, and finally we have F. In this way we all make personality judgments about the people we know. Yes. So the answer is B, E, A, D, C, F. Alright, so let's look at the options. Okay, so which of the following is the second sentence? Which one was the second? I think E was the second. Fifth is the right answer. Which of the following was fourth? Fourth we have, okay, let me just write it down over here. Fourth we have D as the right answer. Which one was the third? A is the third, that is the first one. Which of the following was the sixth? Sixth is that is the final one, the last one, that is F. Which one is the fifth? Fifth is C, that is first one. I think this was pretty simple, don't you think so? 5, 2, 1. Okay, so it goes like 5, 2, 1, 5, 1. Okay, so now that I'm completely exhausted, I'm sure all of you are also exhausted. I don't know about you, I'm completely exhausted. And that brings us to the end. Finally, we were able to finish all the questions. And that brings us to the end of today's session. Now remember that the meanings of the words that we have discussed today were important. So just quickly brush through those words so that you remember these words and you do not forget them, so that when they come again, you know the word. Like iconoclast, then we have, did we do circumlocute? No. Consolatory and words like that. Okay, so remember these words. Yes, this passage was pretty simple. Para-jumble was pretty simple, easy one. Yes. Thank you guys. Good night. Have a happy weekend.